Hello, everyone. Welcome to Grunt Sports. Yes, this is the review for the India versus South Africa series, the spot over yesterday. And we have Rishi with us. How are you, Rishi? Long time.
Hello, hello, Santosh. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, it's all good. Talking about cricket, a year ago, we were in Australia. I mean, India was in Australia. They were playing very good cricket. They beat the strong Australian team. We were underdogs there. We're not the favorites for sure. Especially in the last test, we didn't have Kohli. We didn't have Bumrah, we didn't have Shami, but we still beat them. We came out on top. But here we went to South Africa as the favorites. Even the last test, I think we were the favorites, in my opinion, at least. But we came out with a heartbreak. So, what are your thoughts on the series, first of all?
I think there were mixed opinions about which team was the favorite. Some people felt that South Africa were actually the favorites because even some Indians, for that matter, felt that South Africa was the favorites because it's not that easy to play in South Africa. You need
Yeah,
seven batsmen, you need seven pure batsmen, and four bowlers would be okay when you
yeah.
play in South Africa. You need that extra runs, but
Mm.
which we failed to get. So I feel that's where we lacked. You know. I think a batsman was less because when we were not playing Ravindra Jadeja, I think we should have gone with an extra batsman.
Yeah.
We lacked that, so maybe Hanuma Vihari would have done it slightly better. But yeah, so we'll discuss now.
Yeah, so let's just head into the first test. Going into the first test, seeing the way India played, the first day
Yeah,
itself, I thought it gave very positive vibes, if you want to say that, to all the Indian cricket
yeah,
fans. I thought they'll win the series for sure, based on the first day itself, because KL
yes,
Rahul was playing a masterclass. I think it was his
yeah,
best innings I've seen from him in a long time. He was very focused, mentally knowing where to play each shot. He had pictured every shot in the mind first before playing it.
yes,
So I think he played the innings very well. And yeah, see, if you see the first test, we had the opening partnership. I think we had
yeah.
100 plus opening partnership. Agarwal played very well. So if you had that in a test, I think it's guaranteed that you'll end up winning. First innings, 300 plus score, everything was checked. So yeah, what's your opinion on the first test?
First test was quite convincing. I think as you said that it was. But one thing which I remembered right now is that England versus India series which happened
Mm.
in India this last year, in which England actually won the first game and then India bounced back. That's what
Yeah,
happened to India right now. India won that game convincingly, and then these two games were kind of a heartbreak for India
yeah.
and then Indian fans as well because we thought that after first game that we have sealed the series. I
Mm.
actually thought that if weather might support us, we might just draw the next match and then win the third match. But then
Yeah.
exactly opposite happened. We lost both the games. South Africa played well. We should appreciate that.
Mm.
And we also underperformed somewhere. I feel that there was a lot of pressure on Shami and Bumrah that they have to be the two bowlers who have to bowl. We have
Yeah.
seen them bowl totally 100 overs, I think.
More than
So
that.
if yeah, so no 100 overs each, I think,
Oh,
in
okay.
in
Okay.
these three test matches. So that is a lot of overs for these two bowlers when the series is only of three games. So I think that pressure was there when even Siraj also got ruled out of the game in second match.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that pressure added, and lack of some performances from Mayank, and the middle order has been a very weak one. Ever since we played the Australian series, I think from
Yeah.
2000 from
Yeah. Past year
2020.
has been, I mean,
Yeah, that's
Middle has
what.
not been firing. So
So
yeah, that's the
yeah,
all of the factors came together, I think, after the
exactly.
first test. So
Yeah,
after the first test, De Kock retired, and I was
yeah,
like, okay, what's happening now? Because he was the backbone of their batting, in my opinion. He was the only
yes.
known face for a non-cricket fan. Suppose you're not following cricket, he's the only known face, for that team. Okay, Elgar is there,
Hmm.
Babuma is there, but then after that, it's Quinton de Kock because he plays for Mumbai Indians, and Indian people know him pretty well. But
And he
then,
had that he had that kind of the leadership skills as well that we thought
yeah,
that he possesses. Yeah,
yeah. See, not necessarily captainship, but then to carry the batting. That's important in
yeah,
a team, and he had it. And then after he
yes,
retired, I was pretty clueless about how South Africa were going to fare in the next test, but they ended up winning it. So
yeah,
yeah, after the first test itself, our opening partnership, started to crumble.
Yeah.
Only KL got a 15-second test, but apart from that, the openers didn't do really great. And knowing our middle order, I mean, for the past year, we've been seeing, we've been complaining, but then nothing really has changed because see, Pujara and Rahane, yes, they're experienced players, they're doing pretty well, but then the fact is that the opposition has conceded more extras than they have scored runs. So that's pretty heartbreaking, you know, as an Indian fan to see that.
Yeah.
Especially overseas, your experienced middle order has to come into the party if you have to get a 300 plus score in the first innings or whenever. But then that's not happening. So it is pretty disappointing. So in the
correct.
Any points in second test?
Even you know, I got actually shocked when De Kock was getting retired, or he was just hanging his boots from Test cricket. But I felt that was not the actual reason. There was some other reason from the back end, I think, which was we called politics, or we call those board politics. I feel that is a reason. Maybe there is some kind of favoritism or some kind of groupism in this in the team. Where maybe this generally happens when there are two leaders, or two big names in the team. So that's when happens that half of the team is in others one side and half of the team is on the other side. But we are not sure that whether this happened or not, or whether this is the actual reason. Maybe De Kock wants to have some more family time because he had a kid recently. So Test cricket will take a lot of time from his from his personal life, because when he has to play Test cricket, he has to practice for it as well, and practicing will take a lot of time. So maybe he's preferring to play one day internationals and T20s everywhere right now.
That is true. That's a reason he gave in the press. He said, "I have a kid now, and he has to take care of him." That is understood by the public. So let's move on from
and
that.
Second match, then I thought that who would keep for South Africa, because there has been a long time since Quinton de Kock is the only keeper who has been keeping. There was a keeper named Clase, but then de Kock had been de Kock had been dominating the gloves. So I had the question, but then the new keeper also was good. He was, I think, playing for South Africa. So he had been in that groom, but it was just a matter of that Test match that he got. So I think he has to improve as a batsman a lot. I don't think he's a batsman, but he can be a good keeper for South Africa. So that is it.
I mean, see, they have good talent now, I guess. Especially in Keegan Peterson. Second Test also he played really well. I think he's someone for the future. And then Marco Jansen. I think he's the one we're under talked about in this series. Rabada has bowled very well. With no Nortje, someone had to step up, and I think that man was Marco Jansen. He picked up 19 wickets in this series, and that is something big for a debutant first series. This is for him. So I mean, he showed his aggression to Bumrah. He did everything. Complete package he is now, South Africa.
He showed his aggression to Kohli also.
Because,
if many people aren't aware that he was the one who bowled to Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, and the other Indian batsmen during India's tour in 2018. So he was a find that time. He was playing in under 19s, I think. So from there he had been asked to bowl in Indian nets, and then from there picking to his first wicket in international cricket being Virat Kohli. So that is that's a big achievement, right? That you're bowling to Virat Kohli in the nets in the previous tour, and in the next tour you make your debut, and on your debut you get Virat Kohli.
So that's the thing. So Marco Jansen and I think even Olivier did a very good job, and MGD also. See, the thing for India, what happened was, picking wickets is only one bowler, and the other bowlers were not amongst the wickets if one bowler is doing good. In the first test, Shami got 5 wickets, and other bowler got 2, 2, and 1. So that was fine. Well, second test, Thakur got 7, and then and the other bowlers had to get 2 and 1. So that's what was happening. One bowler was doing well, but there was no support for him. And in the third test, Bumrah and Shami had the whole onus of getting the wickets. So I think that's where I feel that the 5 bowler strategy is kind of not working.
And
strengthen the batting.
I think Ashwin was kind of ineffective in the whole series.
He got a 40. But
Yeah,
he's not played as a batsman. He's played more as a bowling all-rounder.
exactly.
So the
That
40
40, if
is,
you could have, yeah, it could have been come, it could have come from, Vihari as well. If
yeah,
Vihari could have
exactly.
got a chance, he could have scored a 40, which he did in second game.
Yeah,
But
he played very well. Yeah,
yeah, he actually saved the, saved kind of whatever you say, that name, or, that Ijjat.
from an
He saved,
embarrassment. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So if those 40 runs wouldn't be there, actually South Africa could have bundled us out
yeah.
completely. Like India
Instead of
had
a
no clue what they were
240,
doing.
it would have been a
Yeah,
150, 160. So we never know.
yeah,
So yeah, the last person I'd want to be on earth is Hanuma Vihari. He saved the test in Sydney, and then 1 year he didn't
yeah.
play any test cricket, and then
Yes.
again came back, got a 40, played with the tail, saved India from an embarrassment, again dropped from the
And
side.
no, what happened is, during this Kanpur test, which happened, this the previous one which we played
Yeah,
against New
yeah,
Zealand,
yeah.
the test series, he wasn't picked in the team. He was sent to South
South
Africa
Africa, yeah, to
with
train
India
to
A
bat
for,
there. Yeah,
yeah, to bat there. And what
he played
what
only
what
one
did he get?
test,
He played only
so
one test and he sat out. So he was prepared to
that
sit out.
is hmm, that is pretty
And
that's
then
pretty sad.
yeah, the worst part is we do not know whether he'll get a chance in the upcoming Indian series also,
Yeah, because
because
all of
if
them are in the subcontinent now,
exactly.
and they won't
and
play him in subcontinent. I don't know. That makes
and
no
if you see
sense.
right now, most likely if Ajinkya Rahane will be dropped, Shreyas Iyer will be replacing him.
Yeah, yeah,
Hanuma Vihari cannot replace at number 5 because Shreyas
yeah.
Iyer has scored a ton right before the series, and he's sitting out.
And see,
So
and Hanuma Vihari can't replace him because Shreyas Iyer is the future. Hanuma Vihari is
yeah,
pretty old now, and then Shreyas Iyer
yeah.
is a young man. He's gonna take over from Rahane.
Hanuma Vihari can replace Pujara because they are the same
Yeah,
kind of, similar kind of batsman.
yeah,
I think Hanuma Vihari is more attacking, but he can also play Pujara kind of innings. So
yeah,
he can be a very effective player. Let's hope that he gets a chance very soon in
yeah,
India, because he hasn't played a test match in India. I think
yeah. I don't think he
he's played
has.
only outside. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's get to the post Pujara Rahane part. That's a bit controversy. Let's just get to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, in second test, do you think India missed Kohli? You think not as a batsman, but as a person on the field, to lift the ante when it was necessary. You think he was
Yeah.
missed?
India missed him as a leader, I think, because the way he carries the team, no, with that kind of aggression, and that he doesn't let anyone get lazy or thing. But one
Yeah,
thing I think of is that if India missed him in the second test, then what about third test? India had him in the third test. Then what happened? What was different? It was a similar kind of situation. I mean,
yeah,
second and third test were the same. We
yeah,
just didn't have Kohli, and this match we had Kohli, but still,
yeah.
we ended up losing. Then
Mm.
what was that thing which was missing? But then I think that it's okay. Third match was not in our favor because of maybe bad luck, or you can say anything, because so many decisions weren't going in our favor. But second test match, still I feel that we had missed on that Kohli's aggression, or that hunger that he possesses.
Mm.
He doesn't let anybody else just feel lazy, or just
Yeah, yeah.
feel like
Just be on the
not doing
field.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So he wants everyone to be alert and awake every time. I think that was one thing which we missed, because KL Rahul is a very cool captain, I feel. When we
yeah.
compare to Virat, KL Rahul is very cool.
Yeah,
So
and we can't blame him either because it's this first test as
yeah, we can't
captain.
blame him. No.
So
He
yeah,
has never captained any team in a longer format. I feel,
yeah, yeah,
because whenever he plays for Karnataka also, he plays under Manish Pandey and
yeah,
Karun Nair previously. So he has
yeah,
never captained Karnataka also. So we cannot blame him for anything. He has done his
yeah,
part. He has done it brilliantly. And
yeah.
looking forward in the future as well, maybe if he is being looking, if he's being looked on to be being the Indian captain in the
Mm,
future, I
mm.
don't know whether it will be there, but I feel there's a very big chance under these selectors which are currently here, that they might just want to groom him. I personally
Yeah,
want Shreyas Iyer, but we do
yeah,
not know.
same.
KL can be.
Yeah, see, Shreyas Iyer is still young. We can't say anything about his test career. Limited overs he's
Yeah.
there, but then test career we can't say anything about that yet.
So
That's why I
this
wanted
Pujara,
Rahane to be the captain for this test at least,
yeah,
because it's only one test and Kohli is not there. So
but
Rahane would have been a better choice.
Yeah, but Rahane
But
wasn't even in the runs, right? So if he's not in the runs,
uh,
he wouldn't have that
yeah,
confidence. But then I just feel that if he was made the captain, maybe we could have seen some runs, because when he gets that responsibility on his shoulders, those runs just come off, I feel.
Yeah, but then more about responsibility. See, we had the momentum, right? If we
Yeah.
utilized that and we had put the right I won't say right captain, a more experienced captain
Yeah.
at that place, maybe we could have won and 2-1, 2-0 series would have been clinched. There and done. So, but then yeah, South Africa played very well. Peterson and Rabada, Marco Jansen, all of them came to the party. Elgar 96, a beautiful 96. He showed that he can fight from the front, and he took the test away from us. So yeah, after the second test, do you think now Siraj is the default third seam bowling option, or do you think we have another? Or do you think there's still confusion about Umesh coming in? Ishant Sharma is still in the ranks. Do you think Siraj is the default one?
Siraj can be the default one. He has to be more consistent, I feel. Yes, he was very impressive in his first series in South Africa, but I feel if he's not very consistent, then they might just keep Umesh Yadav in the option as well. I am not very sure with Ishant Sharma yet, because he hasn't been very effective when he was playing in India also. So I don't think Ishant Sharma is going to be seen anymore in the scene. But I do feel, Siraj is there, and we have Umesh Yadav. If we want to go with some youngsters, then we can go with, maybe Ishant Porel, or maybe Prasidh Krishna. Prasidh Krishna is a very gun bowler.
He's in the ranks too.
Yeah, he has a good pace. He has good, he can bounce. He has those good bouncers which can actually be effective in South Africa or in England or Australia.
Yeah.
So we have good bowlers. Just the matter of some time you have to groom them properly.
Yeah.
And then you can use them. But right now, I think the whole pressure is on Bumrah and Shami, because there was a time when even Bhuvneshwar was in the scene. But now Bhuvneshwar's fitness is a very
big concern.
Yeah.
He was 1 over and he's injured. It's not appreciable.
Yeah. So Shami has been very, very good. Maybe slightly inconsistent as well, we can say, both of them, Bumrah and Shami also. But they did their job. I mean, batsmen also, they have to score good runs also. It's not like every time they score just 200 or 250 runs and then bowlers have to do their job.
That is true.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go to the third test, the final test. We come to Cape Town. For me, India were the favorites to win. Again, I would say the same thing.
Yes.
Because Kohli coming back in, and Bumrah, Shami. I would have liked to see Bihari play instead of Ashwin. I'm a big fan of Ashwin. I wanted him to play in England as well. All 5 tests, but he didn't get to play. But then, there the 5 bowler strategy worked, right? But Ashwin didn't get to play there. But then we come here, and then Thakur has to play because we need a seamer. But I would have rested Ashwin, and then I would have put Vihari in just to add more, strength to the batting, and to do justice to Vihari too. He didn't get a 40 in the last game, and if you're going to drop him after that, because someone is fit, it's Kohli, but still, it's not
I
that
think,
fair.
I think India missed a player like Washington Sundar at this moment, because if he's going to bowl like Ashwin also bowled like Washington Sundar as well. I mean, he also didn't get any wickets. Like not we didn't see the same Ashwin which we usually see. He has been always picking 3, 4, 5 wickets. It was never 1 or 2 or just 0 wickets. So Washington Sundar was a player, I think, which India missed. He could have scored some good runs as well.
Yeah, but see, we didn't really give Ashwin a chance. See, South Africa pitches are more seam suited, and they start cracking up only on the 4th and 5th day. And then the matches didn't go to the 5th day, except the first one. Both are over the 4th day itself. So
exactly.
I mean, we can't be harsh on Ashwin either. But then I would have liked to see Vihari instead of Ashwin. First innings. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that Ashwin was actually even Ashwin and Shardul both. They were given the importance even for their batting as well, because Jadeja isn't there. So and if you are not playing a 7th batsman, these both have to score some runs. Maybe 50-50 runs they have to score. Like 50% of runs they have to score, not the 100% just from one batsman. But he didn't do that. So I feel
especially
that,
with the middle order not firing, someone.
Exactly.
People have to step up.
India was actually playing with just the openers, then Virat Kohli, then Rishabh Pant, and the rest of the batsmen.
See, it was the same scene in England also. But then thankfully over there, Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul did a very good job of seeing the new ball out And then, so
Yeah.
it made it easier for, see, Pujara and Rahane didn't score big there either, but then at least they made it easier for the people after
Yeah.
that because they played a lot of
Yeah.
overs up front. So we could see big scores after that. But then here, Agarwal did good in the first test, but after that, we couldn't see the same performance in the second and the third tests. There was
Maybe
a big disappointment.
it was his first tour as well to South Africa.
Australia,
So
South Africa, yeah.
yeah, so we cannot just judge him over the span of these 6 innings, because he started only as he started as very experienced player in as if he was a very experienced player in South Africa, but
Yeah.
which was not. He went to Cape Town and to Johannesburg with no experience of playing there. Even in the first game also, he went there with no experience, but still he tried his best. One thing which we all fans have to think is that when they're playing, they'll play with their whole heart and passion.
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes it will not work, sometimes it will work, and sometimes the pitches also are not in their favor. It is very dangerous also sometimes, because we just saw the movement which was happening in this last match. Just what
Yeah.
Shardul Thakur was doing with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he
was
doesn't
on
have
one,
that
yeah.
space,
Pace,
but
yeah.
he still ended up hurting so many people. So it was kind of funny also, but it was dangerous as well.
Yeah. So the pitches, like the pitches of the bounce are a bit variable, so we
Yeah.
can't really predict all that happens. And then the first innings, Kohli got a really 79.
Yeah.
He basically was the backbone of the batting in that innings. He
Yes.
played really well, and I think Pant too supported him. He got 25.
I feel
yeah.
second inning also he was the backbone of Indian batting. I feel, because
Yeah.
he just scored 29 runs, but he played I think 170 balls. I think
Yeah, 170 balls.
scoring those 29 runs, but he let Rishabh Pant attack, and then Rishabh Pant ended up
It
scoring.
was more of a Pujara type of innings, the way he played in Adelaide.
Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah. So
see, even if he could have got such innings from Pujara at this moment, nobody could have blamed him. But he was not getting even those innings also.
Yeah.
So
except
that was
second inning, second test, I think they played really well. Pujara and
both
Rahane,
of them played.
I thought. See, that's the thing. They don't play well for 12 innings, and then they come one innings and then show whom they are, and then we all they're back to form again. So they go down. So
they save themselves.
Yeah.
When they have to.
See, I don't want to say the same themselves. So that's why
suppose you can actually say that, because suppose there's one series, and then the whole series they don't perform, and then the last match we all feel that next series they will be dropped,
they won't be there,
and then the last inning they score. And they score a very effective knock. Yeah, they score a very effective knock.
Yeah, if they didn't score that 100 in partnership, I think India would have lost the game by a huge margin. So that is important. Yeah, we shouldn't forget what they're done, but then they're still not quite there of the level.
It's quite harsh, but it is. It has to be justified for the youngsters as well who are waiting outside. I mean, if they are scoring hundreds and then just sitting out to just see whom they have to replace aren't even scoring any runs.
Yeah,
I mean,
see, my point is that Pujara and Rahane are back because they have experience, right? But then Ishant Sharma and Saha also have experience, but they are forced to play because Siraj and Pant are better at this point in time. So it should be the same case with them as well. But then it won't be fair to
but
Saha and
if you say like that, then actually I thought when Siraj would be out, maybe Ishant could have been replaced. But then what I thought is, no, Umesh Yadav deserves it, because he has been, whenever he played recently, he has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the best, the ratio of balls to wickets. I mean, least balls taken to, the wickets which he strikes, he has taken least balls. I think 38 or 40 balls is the ratio to one wicket.
See, the decision is right. It's the right decision to do, but what I'm saying is it should be right in the case of Rahane and Pujara as well, right?
True,
so
exactly.
It is harsh, but that's the reality. So that's the series, and now let's go to the DRS incident that happened. See, I think only the Elgar one was quite I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when I saw it, because Elgar's not a tall man. If it's someone like a Jansen or someone and it hits him below the knee roll, okay, maybe he would have gone above the stumps.
Hmm.
But then Elgar's not that tall either, and it's not a pacer bowling. It's Ashwin who's bowling, so he won't get that much bounce off the pitch as well. But we have to keep in mind that it's a South African pitch. The bounce is variable there, and
Yeah.
the ball tracker I don't think can be manipulated in that way. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
No, see, it is a technology. You
Yeah,
as a as a uh, engineering student,
yeah,
uh, anybody will understand that what can be hacked and what can be not hacked,
yeah.
or
That's why I
what
said
can be
I
manipulated
don't
and
think.
what cannot be.
Yeah,
I mean, look, what Super Sports, the producers said that this is a technology which is given by the ICC, and
yeah.
it cannot be
Manipulated.
manipulated.
Yeah,
But then, when you see it without the ball tracking, it just feels plumb. The
yeah,
wicket
yeah,
feels
yeah,
plumb. If we did not have DRS, it could have been the front wicket. What you say?
yeah.
Probably when you see with the side, the
You
side
okay?
angle,
You see where it's going? Yeah,
yeah, side angle. When you see, you might get to know whether it might have gone hitting or not. We don't know. Maybe these kind of things actually happen. They have happened previously also. Even the umpire's decision, which is a very very big controversy right now.
mm.
uh, Many people in the world don't like that umpire's decision being said, because when the
Yeah,
ball is hitting the stumps or the bails, how can whether it's umpire's decision or not, it has to be out. If it's hitting the bails, or the if the ball is hitting, half of the part of the ball is hitting the stumps or the bails. It's not like we do not have such rules like
uh,
half hits and goes, then it's not going to be out.
oh, see that
Or
part is because of there's an error in
so
the program
exactly.
like
So
Hawkeye or whatever. So
yeah,
they kept that as a like as an error, like a sample error or something.
so it,
So
it
but
is
that
it is
based on
just
that,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, so that is just to just to justify what is the error in that
yeah,
system. The thing is that umpire's decision is just a guess that the ball hits the stumps and goes. It's not confirmed that it will hit and go. It's just
yeah,
a guess. I feel this was completely this was completely missing. It was not a umpire's decision.
yeah,
This one.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it was kind of very it wasn't believable to see such things, that it
yeah,
was going completely missing. Even if it was
yeah.
hitting a bit of the stumps and going, then also it was okay. But this was like there was a lot of gap between the ball and the bales.
Fails. Yeah.
So it was kind of unbelievable. I think Virat Kohli
Uh,
also gave some
I mean,
reactions over that.
not only Kohli, Ashwin and Kale had something to
Yeah,
say.
so
Uh,
they gave their reactions to the stump mic, and I think that was enough to say that how satisfied they were with the decision. And
yeah, but see, we can't blame the laws on that.
yeah,
South Africa played well and
no,
they won the match.
yeah,
So keep Peterson start big time again.
but you can say that the timings of those things which happened, no, that was
Maybe. Yeah.
not going in the favor of the Indian
India.
team. I think
Yeah.
that was bad luck. We can say, we cannot
Hmm.
give that as reason, but we can say that was a bad luck. Then Pujara's big blunder, that he dropped that big
Yeah.
catch. I mean,
Hmm.
that was a wrong time to, drop that catch. If he could have picked up that catch, maybe Bumrah and Shami could have bowled up with more
Yeah.
intensity and got another 2 or 3 wickets before
Yeah. See,
the
talking
South African
about
bowlers.
Bumrah and Shami, after the lunch session or something, yeah, after lunch,
Yeah.
we didn't even see them bowl. And Ashwin and Umesh were the only ones bowling. Yes, 35
Yeah.
is the amount of runs needed, but in cricket, anything is possible if we try hard enough, I
So
feel. But
that
then,
was actually, they had actually given up the
yeah,
uh,
I don't think that's a way to
it's
go.
not,
But
yeah,
yeah,
correct. It's
when
not
even the
something
field setup
good to
was,
watch. It's
yeah,
not something good to watch for the youngsters who are sitting out. I
yeah.
mean,
See, and the thing with
if
a
you're
captain
watching
like
your,
Kohli, who
yeah,
we know for being
exactly,
aggressive,
yeah.
is being laid back and let them see. I want to let them win, but then 35 runs is still okay amount of runs to see what has happened in this game.
Yeah.
India
Even Gambhir
have been all
mentioned,
up for 36, so
yeah,
anything can
Gambhir also
happen.
mentioned,
Yeah,
that, that this was not expected. I mean, we thought
yeah,
that, Kohli was a very mature captain, but you know, some small things which showed that, you know, that's not the case.
Yeah, see, maturity is different, but this is question of intent, maybe.
Yeah.
See, 36 all out, India have been there. 35 runs with South Africa's batting lineup not being that great. I think we could have put some pressure on them. But then, yeah, they played really well to get to where they
Even in
were.
the first innings also, we thought that, you know, South Africa might just, you know, take a lead of maybe 50 to 100
Yeah,
runs.
yeah.
But then from a point of time where South Africa were 165 for 4 to getting all out at 198, which was
198,
just
yeah.
30 runs, just 35 runs. Exactly,
Similar
again,
positions
35
only,
runs.
yeah.
So
something could have
maybe
happened. We have tried
exactly.
harder. Okay, yeah, that's not to talk about now. It's over, and South Africa have
Yeah.
won. I think this series win talks a great deal about South Africa's cricket and talent they have, because they gave us a lead. I mean, it's only 13 runs, not a big deal, but then it's psychologically a big deal in terms of cricket. You're lagging behind, and you have to come back from that, and then come to a winning position, and then even being one down in the series and then coming back, everything with de Kock retiring, everything happening in the back end. I think they showed real good character. I think this is good for world cricket as well, because
at this point of time, what do you think? Will India make it to the championship final, World Test Championship final?
See, it seems
or is
hard
it very
because
difficult?
Australia are going to win final 4-0, sorry.
4-0.
Ashes, yeah. So see, they'll go to the top anyways. But then after they come here, I think that's what depends. If India can win them 5-0, if in Australia come here, I think it's 5-test series, right? 5 to I'm not sure.
4 or 5 test series. But
yeah. So if India win
that,
that,
will be a very big test
contributor.
win.
Yeah. So if we can do that, I think we can make it to the finals. We're not out yet, but then it seems hard, very hard at this point. We're fifth, right now.
Because a team like Sri Lanka is sitting on top with 100% of points, and this is not depending on the points. The number of points. It is on the points
percentage points. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, another thing is we lost 3 points to penalties, so we have to keep that also in mind. So yeah, this is the series, guys, and yes, kind of a heartbreak, anticlimactic. But
it's okay. These are hard times. Hard times also pass. I mean, we have learned this through these 2 years which we have faced. We have seen a lot of wins. We have seen a win at Australia. We have seen a win at England. We have seen a win at win in India as well.
Yeah.
So it has been a good time. Maybe one loss also is very important to just know the importance
of reality check.
The reality, and they'll know how to make the changes now. They have played a lot of experienced players, but which haven't worked. So I think it's the time to move on from some of the players right now.
Yeah, it gives us clarity about who is good enough, and Kohli seems like he's back in form. Let's wait and see the next series is the coming series, and then that's the
100th game, no? For
Kohli in Bangalore. Yeah. So let's look forward to that.
Let's just hope that we can go to the ground and cheer for Kohli. I mean, it is very difficult right now, but we haven't lost the hope.
Let's be hopeful.
Yeah, the game will be on 25th of Feb. So in 1 month of time, Bangalore can open up and fans can come to the ground. So we have a chance. Let's hope.
Yeah. So that's the video, guys. If you like our video, share, put a like, hit the like on the like button, and then comment. Any suggestions are open. And then follow us on Instagram. The link is down in the description. And that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you very soon. Thanks. Bye, Rishi.
Bye.